Jesus, he died for me. I'm unique. There is only one of me. I'm complete. So I really don't care what you think of me. I'm a geek.
Welcome to Comics in the Cross, the greatest streamers that you have never heard of. We're back, folks. Chronicles of Andriesia after a month-long hiatus. And nothing inappropriate was said right before we went live either.
Sure.
So.
No.
And Nitro was absolutely not looking at the wrong countdown clock.
Which you said what you said while you were looking at the wrong countdown clock.
Alright, it's all yours, Cross.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Chronicles of Andriesia. It has been, as Nitro said, a month, which is... I can't believe it's been a month. I can't believe it's been that long. But obviously a bunch of stuff was kind of going on the last few weeks, but we are back, and we left you all on a bit of a big cliffhanger, to say the least, after the insanity of the last two sessions. If you've not checked those out, please go ahead and check out our YouTube channel for all of the archived TTRPG stuff. Get caught up in the story this far. But our heroes had left the lands of Andriesia and travelled to the pirate port of Portuga, basically to kind of try and set up a new base, get themselves new situated. We had Lilith and the Great Escape as she tried to break her father out of prison, and they went for a run round the entire of Portuga, getting chased. This ended up in her getting kind of arrested, but kind of just stuck in a house until her trial. And after the great trial happened, and after everyone stepped up to defend her, there was an attack. And a bunch of scum and an aboleth that was controlling them attacked Portuga. Our heroes fended it off.
Put some new heads in the bag. Aero has not let go of June. And Soraya's been, I could imagine, has been kind of like sleeping on his shoulder. He has been all night long, just like this, holding him tight. And he wakes up, and he walks over and puts him down. Soraya's still sleeping.
As you kind of get up, Soraya kind of like starts to kind of topple and kind of stirs that kind of half awake, eyes kind of closed. She sees the sunlight kind of starting to come in the blinds. Is it morning?
Yes. Aero looks like he didn't really get a lot of sleep that night at all. Bags under his eyes, just his fur is all like meshed up, and
What are you going to do?
I'm so sorry. I didn't know they would come for you. Or June.
Well, picked a fight with the wrong family.
Need to talk to someone before we make a next move. Okay?
Sounds good.
Be back. Aero goes and try to find like a secluded spot. And he gets in a meditative, as meditative as Aero can get, which is not. He can't. It's not like Rez, where Rez could just sit there and
Meditative
like
/ partially drunk.
yeah, he's like trying to sit down, and he's like, "Oh my god, I hate this." And he finally like lays down on his back and just closes his eyes. He's like, "Nexus, we need to talk."
I am here, Aerowen Silvertail.
Saw what happened. I know ordeal. I tried. Cannot let them hurt my family. I don't care what you do to me. I can't. Take me now if that means that they will be safe. They're too strong for me. I don't know what to do.
You were chosen with purpose for this. You were chosen as someone who could relate to where Spectra was. You made the deal knowing what was being asked of you. Is there a way for you to fulfill your vow?
I don't care if they do anything to me. But my family... If they kill them, they hurt my boy, my wife. It's meaningless. They're a place they can go to be safe. Where they can't find, where Spectra cannot find them.
Your wife and your child are not bound to this mission like you are. They are free to travel. They are free. If you choose for them to be elsewhere, they can be.
Aero thinks for a second. I know what I have to do. If we were to send them back to Alaris, Spectra be able to find them.
It's not guaranteed that they would be out of their vision. The Angels of Death are as such because of their ability to travel. They can travel the dimensions, and it is possible. But I don't know if they would know to look for them there. And under the care of Alara, they may find more protection.
Aero just kinda... This means I'll never... There's a chance they'll age faster than me. I'll miss my boy's life.
There is a chance.
I know you've done so much for me. Can you let my boy remember me? Can you grant him my stories? Let him be able to see what I've done. The good. I don't want him to grow up like Spectra, resenting his father because he felt abandoned.
I can make sure
your stories are recorded. Make sure Soraya is able to pass them on to your son.
One last thing. Even if it's temporary, I need to level the playing field. Let me be able to traverse the plains. Just temporarily.
And give you that ability to a certain extent. But I cannot grant it to the extent of which Res and even Spectra utilize it. But I will do what I can to help you.
Thank you, Nexus.
You're welcome, young Aerowen.
Aero wakes up. Does he feel anything, like, imbued with any power or anything?
You feel a little kind of buzz from it, but it's nothing, it's not like an astronomical change to you. And in the midst of everything that's going on, it doesn't really impact in the same way. Is like, not like when you were first imbued with power sort of thing.
Yeah. He'll go back in. Hey. Sorry about that. Everything's good.
Okay.
Yeah, it's all good. I want to make today a good day.
Okay.
Let's make today a fun day.
Really think a fun day is what we need right now with everything that's been going on?
Yeah. It's a good day. Fun day. Whatever, but... Just, you know, with everything been going on, it's been rough. You know, but, I think we need to make today a good day. Still think we need to go talk to your dad. I know you don't want to, but...
Yes, we can. I don't know how much that fits in with your idea of a fun day, mind you, but we definitely can.
Well, that's not the fun part, but, you know... The rest of it could be fun. We could drink a little bit.
You
Have some fun.
sure? If you're
Yeah.
wanting to have a fun day, we kind of did, you know, have our lives threatened last night. That's usually not followed up by us going out for a fun family day.
Well, but... Yeah, I think we could have some fun. I think... I don't want Baby June to be scarred by all of this. Isn't that right, son?
Okay.
Let's go find the others. Well, do you want to go see your dad first, or should we maybe bring Lilith? And the others?
It's up to you. You're the one that's apparently deciding on what to do for this fun day, so what do
Yes!
you want to do?
Let's spend time with the whole family. Because, you know, Droghar and Aries and TBD and Hyde and Lilith, they're part of the family, kind of. So, let's do it.
You sure you're okay?
I'm totally fine.
Yeah. Not even making you roll for it, so I does not believe you. Not even close. Yeah. Alright, so Aero and Soraya are preparing to head out for their family fun day. What is everyone else up to?
So Droghar he got up a little early And
Before we get into stuff, actually, is my mic coming across okay?
I think
you're
you.
like up.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
you
hear it fine.
I hear. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I
I've
turned you up in
turned the volume
Discord
up
too.
on it. I boosted my Discord. I've turned it up on here. As long as you guys can hear it in chat, if it's here sudden, then okay for all of you as well. Let us know if any of the volumes are off. But I wanted to make sure before we keep going, because like rather than me trying to interact and then look at the text that's coming in on the other screen. But yes, please continue. So what is Droghar up to today?
I was gonna say, I feel like Droghar is looking for the equivalent of the proving grounds on this floating island, somewhere where he can test his mettle against a worthy opponent, so to speak. So he's kind of been aimlessly walking around this floating island, just kind of looking for anything that would resemble a fighting pit.
Walking around Portuga, there isn't really a place that's specifically like a kind of fighting pit or fighting area like the proving ground. As you're walking, you kind of see a couple of makeshift kind of like stuff. Those little barricades have been put up to make rings and stuff, like little areas. But none of them are really occupied or anything today. A lot of people are still kind of dealing with the fallout of the fight with the scum the day before. So there's not really anything going on at them, but there's a couple of little areas where it's like it looks like fights might take place.
He's gonna kind of see one and stop and kind of tilt his head and walk over to it, kind of step through the guardrails or the ropes and go to the middle of the ring and just kind of sit down, like lean back on his arms. I miss you, Father. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't know what I should do. Kind of pick up a handful of dirt and just wipe it on my hands. Dust it on my tunic. And just kind of sit there. And just observe what's going on around me. This is really the only place he feels like home. Right now.
You're kind of sitting there just taking it in, just breathing in the moment, breathing in the atmosphere. You know, like with everything that's been going on, you guys really haven't had a chance to stop and just take everything in, not for quite some time. And you're kind of just breathing it in, kind of hear a little voice from behind you. Oh, hello. Can I help you there?
Oh, I'm sorry. I had one of these fighting pits back home. And I'm kind of fond of it. Does that sound dumb?
Oh, no, not at all, sir. You see a kind of little halfling with a little kind of rapier on his side, wearing kind of almost like baggy pants, no shoes, and a little waistcoat on him. No, not at all, sir. Not at all. Unfortunately, you won't find much fighting there today, I don't think. I think most people have had enough fighting with the attack yesterday, but you're more than welcome to sit in my pit. That's absolutely fine.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but are you by chance halfling?
Yes, sir. I am.
Droghar kind of smiles, like a broad smile. I was raised by halflings. I mean, pretty much.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a
That's
couple.
pretty interesting.
It was kind of awkward.
Looks with the size of you, and I'm like,
They're not
must be a
biological.
pretty interesting. I'm gonna say it must be a pretty interesting tale how a couple of halflings came to raise a Goliath.
Yeah, I slept in their barn. It was just like an arrangement, but they were like family to me. I'm very fond of halflings.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir, and you're welcome to sit there as long as you need. As I said, the ring's probably not going to get used much today, so feel free there.
Right, I might practice. I'm Droghar. And I extend my huge arm out to him.
Nice to meet you, and he basically is grabbing your finger. It's like, Gregor, nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you, Gregor. I'm just going to practice here, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you need anything, just let me know. I'll probably be around the area.
Oh, one question. Does anyone fight in this pit?
Oh yeah, we get people that come and fight. There's a couple of pirates all come and try their hand fighting. Nothing official or anything, usually after they've had a bit of a drink. There's a couple of little places like this round Portuga. This is just one of them, but yeah, you'll get some fights every now and again.
Good to know. Well, it was nice to meet you, Gregor.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Mr. Droghar.
Drogar's gonna kind of take off all of his equipment and just start practicing moving with the sword. It's a little weightier since it was had adamantium put on it, so he's just trying to get the feel of the weight.
Yeah, you practicing with your new sword with the new coating to it. You're kind of like practicing as well. You see like Gregor kind of hovering around the area as well, like cleaning and preparing stuff. And just kind of like helping clean up from some of the scum that attacked and things. But yeah, just nice chill day. You see some people mulling about. Nothing really major happening. It's still fairly early in the morning as well, so a lot of the pirates on Portuga aren't really up and about even yet, some of them. So it's just a nice chill day, very calm skies, very calm weather. It's very peaceful atmosphere kind of taking place right now.
So, oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, as Drogar's practicing the ring, what's everyone else up to?
What form am I in? Do we know? Like from last session?
I believe from last time you'd ended in Aries because you had met your mom
Okay.
on the island. So I believe you'd turned into Aries by the end of it. I don't think you had turned back to Hyde.
Okay. So, it's also like early in the morning.
Yeah,
I'm
it's first
just-
thing in the morning, so I'll say you can, whatever.
Uh-oh.
Bye then,
Who'd we lose?
We
Caleb.
lost Caleb.
Oh, I was like, I'm trying to count everybody. I'm like, okay.
Sorry, our videos are going to be
Hello?
messed up for a
Aero?
second.
Can you hear us?
Oh, shoot.
Alright, just give us a minute.
There we go.
Oh, there we
My
go.
internet decided to, poop out. So.
That's fun.
No worries. But as I was
So-
saying, yeah, it's first thing in the morning, so you can basically start your day whatever form you want to be in, if you want to be Hyde or Aries, really.
So, Aries did wake up like when there were still stars out. But and she climbed one of the trees and she's just been sitting there playing her pan flute as the sun kind of started to rise a bit.
You're
Sitting there.
sitting out on the roof and kind of looking up, and it's a clear sky, clear night. You still see some of the stars, and getting to the early hours. It's not quite breaking dawn for you yet. It's not quite sunrise, but as you're starting to play your flute and just kind of looking up and just almost kind of centering yourself, like going back to what you know, like studying the stars, studying the patterns. Go ahead, make me a perception check.
Aries, because I wasn't sure. $21.
The 21, as you're kind of just playing just your flute and just kind of letting the very melodic kind of sound just travel and just taking in Portuga at night. As you kind of look off to the side, you see a cloaked figure standing near a building. And you see them kind of looking up towards you.
Do they see me? Are they like looking right at me?
Yeah, you see them kind of like there's, from what you can see, they're trying to not be noticed. They're trying to not like be obvious, but they're definitely kind of like looking up towards you.
All right. Notice I'm gonna keep playing my pan flute, but then I'm gonna kind of just jump down, keep playing, and then try to hide like in a shadow, like the first corner I come around where I'm out of view of them. I'm gonna try to duck in a shadow and follow them without them seeing.
As you go ahead and jump down and keep playing, go ahead and make me stealth check to kind of disappear.
Not 20. I don't even have to count from
Nice.
there. Yes.
You duck into the corner, into an alleyway, and just disappear. You don't get the chance to follow them. You notice the figure kind of starting to move towards where you are, like they're trying to follow you.
Ooh. All right, so okay, I'm thinking, is there like a foresty bit or something where I can kind of lead them away from everybody, but where maybe I can approach them but not have like any people see or in danger?
There's not any foresty bits because it's a floating kind of like ships that are docked together, so it's like it's not really a place for that. But you are in a kind of back alleyway. You are kind of hidden where you are from the main town, and even at that, there's not a lot of people around at this time. Kind of jumped back to a bit earlier, so it's like it's right before dawn, so there's not really a lot of people mulling about yet. Anyone who is out is pretty much unconscious.
So I'm gonna try and confront them.
Okay. They come around the corner to the alley that you ducked into. They absolutely don't see you on that nat 20. Lost track of you. What do you want to do?
I wait just until they pass, and then I jump out behind them and just kind of say, "Hey, I don't know what you're doing, but who are you and why were you watching me?"
Figure stops and raises their hands, goes to their hood, drops it down, turns around to face you, and you see Dream.
Feeling. All right. Dream?
Aye. Time no see.
You.
What did you say? Sorry, you cut out a bit there.
It's really you.
It's really me. Still can't believe that it's really you.
You know, last time I saw you, you were running with a pack and portal jumping?
Yeah. Feels like forever ago now.
All right, you're going to have to back it up. What happened? Why are you with them? Look, Hyde's told me a lot. You're murdering people. Whole, just cultures of people.
It's not like that. It's not like us going and just massacring massive groups of people.
Okay, explain.
After what happened at Typhon, after what happened, and I shot you with the bow. It was an argument. It was a stupid fight. It was. Did not mean to shoot you. I thought I had killed you.
You did.
And with your friends charging at me, I didn't know what to do but to run. I thought I'd killed the love of my life. I was lost, I was broken, hurting, and I went into a downward spiral. And that's where Spectra found me.
Huh.
Spectra. That's where the Angels of Death come from. The group that she has now, she finds people who are lost and broken and gives us purpose again. Gives us the chance to jump the multiverse, gives us a chance to eliminate those that are causing harm. We don't just massacre groups of people, where we don't commit genocide, but I don't know what to do now. I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
I was already shaky on everything when I realized that you were alive. Till I saw you that night in the forest, I didn't know you'd survived. And that already made me start to question things and what I was doing. I didn't have anything else to live for, so I didn't ask too many questions. But Spectra made a deal. She made a deal with a very powerful archfey.
I was gonna say a deal with who? With Valron?
You know Valron?
Oh yeah. We know Valron.
She made a deal with him.
Creepy little green guy.
He
Look,
got on her ear and was the one that convinced her to do what she did on her home. And he made a deal with her to be, and her group to be his guard in what's to come. I don't know the full details of what he's doing, but it's something big that's coming. I don't fully understand all the details. I'm still fairly new to a lot of this stuff, but he needs like one more component when something about this world ending will allow him to get it. And then he puts himself on top.
on top of what?
Everything. And she made a deal to basically help find a way to make it happen. There was some place he had to get to that he needed us to help find. We needed our ability to jump the multiverse to find it.
Oh
We're
boy.
struggling to find it until some wand that he managed to get off of someone was able to give him the coordinates to it. But it's all coming to a head
Ah.
whenever this happens.
Oh boy. Aries' ears just kind of go back, and she's like, because everything's making sense and connecting. She's like, oh.
Like I don't know the ins and outs of it, but it just started getting worse and worse, and I was already in too deep. I didn't know what to do, and I wanted to come and see you, but I don't want to drag you into this. Like I don't know what to do, Aries.
Dream. I'm already in this. We've had very close encounters with Valron. We kind of killed one of his hags. We've disrupted his world. We stole one of
Oh,
his.
that's when it happened. That's why he came to make the deal with us. Make the
Yeah.
deal with Spectra. Apparently, our jump in the multiverse was to replace some witches that he'd made deals with, but they had been killed off. So we had to have someone else
Yep.
replace them, and that's where we came in.
Yeah, that was us. We were trying to weaken him, and we were trying to save a friend. Remember Aero? The captain?
Yeah, the bunny with the glowing stuff that was going on.
Yeah. We had to save him.
Wait, that was a Valron thing that had happened to him?
It was a Valron thing.
Goodness.
Look, Dream. I love you. I've always loved you. But I've changed. I've grown up. I'm different. I'm even two personalities now. Don't get me started on that. That's a long story. But look, Dream. You don't have to do anything. You have a choice. Hello. Look, you have a choice. Valron is evil. He is evil as you can get him. This is not a charade. This is not a con. He is evil. And he is working on something big. And what you've told me, it's even bigger than we thought. You know, we thought he was just going to destroy the world and suck more of that power so he could become stronger. But from what you're saying, he's not just trying to get stronger. He's trying to replace somebody.
He's close to what he's doing. I can't stress just how close he is. I don't know when this thing is coming. I don't know when this end of the world thing is meant to be happening, but that's the final key. The final thing he needs is when that happens. And when he's done that, I don't know if he can be stopped. Like
You want to go back to Spectra?
I have to. They're waiting for me. They're watching. If I don't show up, they'll come for me. And that'll rain stuff down on all of you. I have to go back and I have to report in. I'm only allowed away for short times.
Where,
Scout missions.
guys? What plane are you guys on?
They move us around. We spent a lot of time in the Fey realm in Valron's place, but since he said us moving around, it kind of changes. And don't get me started with the whole time differences and the different dimensions and things as well. Like
Don't worry.
I couldn't honestly
get it.
tell you how long we spend in each place and how long until we move places. I just go when they tell me.
Is there a way you can give us a sign of where you're at? We gotta find Spectra. We gotta talk to her. We gotta meet with her. Is there any way you can get us a meeting with her?
I mean, I can try and
find a way to signal from where I am. I don't know how to do it, but I can try and see if there's a way. I don't know if talking to her is going to do anything. I don't know.
The talking is more of a favor for a friend. I don't think anything will change or happen, but
I can try and see if I can find it.
it's a favor.
I'm not promising anything. I'll see what I can do.
Dream. When you knew I was alive, why didn't you just come to me?
I said I didn't know you were alive until that night I'd seen you in the forest. At that point, I was so deep in with the angels. I couldn't just get away. And honestly, I had to process and deal with what the fact of I thought you were dead and there you were. It didn't take me that long to come back. Said time differences. As soon as I was able to, and I knew you were here, came. Spectre said she had something to do in Portuga, so I took the opportunity to come and find you. I don't know what she's doing or what's happening, but I know she's expecting me back shortly.
Find us a way to get to Spectra.
I'll try and signal you.
And
Be careful.
don't worry. I'm not the same Aries. But the song that was playing up on the roof, that's your tune. Listen for it wherever you are. That's how you'll find us. I'll play it wherever I go.
Keep an ear out.
I can't protect you from everybody, though. My clan, my family, they're mad at you.
This is bigger than that now.
I agree.
Contact you when I can. She turns, and you see her kind of like darting off and springing between some of the buildings up onto a roof.
Aries, there's a tear that streams down her face, and she picks up her pipes and she starts playing Dream's tune for her. Alright, now I gotta go find TBD. So I go start searching for TBD.
Alright, well, that took place before the stuff we did with Aero and Droghar, so it's morning. So I think TBD's still in her house if you want to go see her.
Mm-hmm. Is TBD out cold?
Nope.
What's TBD been up to since our conversation?
You mentioned that this room had a balcony, correct?
Yes.
I think TBD is in this exact same position. And I'm willing to take a point of exhaustion because TBD did not risk at all. So.
Okay. So TBD's been up.
Yeah. It's just staring at the sky, now turned day.
So I go and I find TBD and I sit next to her.
You sit next to TBD, and TBD's looking rough.
Hey, TBD.
She's had the night.
I haven't healed yet. So.
TBD, did you get any rest at all?
The world's ending soon.
I know. TBD. I just ran into Dream. She found me. Look, we already knew the world was going to end and Valron was going to try to siphon that power to make him stronger. From what Dream tells me, it's much worse.
Trying to be in control of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he has almost all the building blocks to do it.
TBD is
Dream,
just slowly nodding.
yeah. Dream and the team, the Angels of Death, they are exactly what we thought they were. They're protectors of Valron. He's encouraging Spectra to do these unspeakable things, including the genocide of the homeworld that we saw. TBD, I'm not gonna leave you. You're not gonna go through this and face him alone.
That's what worries me the most. Because he doesn't care about any of you.
But we care about you.
Right. Care about you all too.
You know, you spent several lifetimes, and each time you came and tried to find me. Why?
Because you gave my life purpose again. You taught me how to be good when I knew nothing but evil. Of trickery, of deceit. You saw something in me, and without you, I wouldn't be who I am today. Without any of you.
Well, it's time for the mentor to hold you up. Let me help you shine. Valron, he can be evil, he can be darkness. But we all know the balances of the worlds. He can't snuff out light. Not like how he wants to. All the worlds hang on balance, and he is horribly destroying that balance. It's gonna come back to him. It has to.
It will. Because he thinks he understands everything, but he doesn't. That will be his downfall. His own hubris. But I don't look forward to the day, regardless. Just for memories of the past, of who we once were.
Would you change your story, though, if you could?
No. It's what brought me here to today. I quite like where I am. Who I am. But I just wish I could have saved him.
No.
I wished that for once he would have listened to me. And now we're going to end one another. Mentally or physically, whatever. One of us will stand in the end, but it won't matter.
I know.
If he does succeed, I hope he's happy in the end.
We
Because
can't
if
let
he's
him
happy,
succeed.
if he's happy, then he's learned.
I think that's the whole point of Valron is he can never be happy. That's why he seeks it in all the wrong places, because he's trying to find it. But he can't.
Been powerless for so long that he thinks that if he has it all, then everything will be perfect. It will never be perfect because life isn't.
Exactly. There has to be that balance. Kind of like your story, TBD. It has good parts and bad parts.
And a
But
whole
that's
lot
what
of
makes
neutral.
a wonderful story. Yeah. TBD, the best thing you can do now is get some rest.
Suppose that wouldn't hurt.
I can't even watch.
Come on. I kind of start playing like Song of Rest for her to see if that'll kind of get her to relax. And
Probably takes a
Courtesy.
minute, but
yeah,
the
exactly.
exhaustion
I just
from the
I go,
battle and
rest for her.
go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. From
Yeah,
the
I go-
battle.
You play. TBD begins to just kind of rest. No really peace. She still feels the weight of everything that's happening. And she knows that what's going on, it is all coming to a head. It is all going to come to the big crescendo soon. But it kind of takes the moment to just, at the very least, just be still. Just quiet her mind and just trying to allow herself to be in this moment. She spent so long thinking about the past and things that have came before, thinking about what's coming, what Valron's been threatening. She tries to take the moment to just be in that moment.
And within my song, I play like the story of TBD of when I met her as an owling up in the tree, through when Hyde and her were playing with wisps, trying to show her favorite spots in the Fae that she showed me, eating the banquets, talking to Alara, all the good bits that just interweave the story, turning into Aero and annoying him, all those things I'm just like creating for her.
You play those moments and they bring almost a little bit of joy. And just kind of encourage her, like she was saying, like she wouldn't change anything that came before because it led her to where she is now, and just solidifies that in her mind as she thinks of those good moments. She's had a couple of cycles in the material plane now with some really good memories, but it's all peaking with this one. This has been one of the best cycles that she's been involved in and part of. She's able to take joy at the very least. She got to experience this. And you do kind of just play and rest. The music just kind of drifts out the balcony in the kind of streets below, and you two just enjoy the moment. Alright. And from there, our last member of our team, what is Lilith up to this morning?
Lilith's sleeping.
Okay, Lilith's had an exciting couple of days. I don't blame her for sleeping, to be honest.
Lilith does not wake up early in the morning.
She's like, I don't know about these cats, but I'm probably gonna head to the spa. If it even exists anymore.
On Portuga, at this point, probably not. But at least not
Probably
at the
not.
level of spy you're expecting.
I guess she's probably wondering where her father is.
Well, her father is still, at the moment,
not locked up specifically because of everything that's taking place, but he's in a little apartment kind of adjacent to there. Just because they're kind of like, he's not officially locked up anymore after everything that took place, but they want to keep an eye on him at the moment because he's still not completely with it in his mind totally. I'll say probably like with that as well, they probably left you some of that information. Go and see him and where he is and what's happening, who the guards are kind of watching him, that sort of stuff.
Okay. Hmm. I guess Lilith will also think about trying to see if any of her old friends are still around.
Okay.
So she might just do a little exploring.
Yeah, absolutely. Is there anywhere in particular you're looking to try and go, or anywhere in particular you're looking to... Any old friends in particular you're looking to try and meet?
My friend Jen. See if she's still mucking about.
Absolutely go and see where Jen is. Alright, so you head out into the quiet streets. It's still, well, I'll say probably later morning at the very least at this point for Lilith. Probably not up too early. And starts to make her way down the streets. Looking a little bit more busy. There's a few more pirates kind of mulling about, getting on with their day. Some areas have quite a few pirates now starting to move about that are helping with some more of the clear up. As there's quite a few of the scum still about. And you start to make your way down to the kind of marketplace, where you know that your friend Jen likes to try and frequent and tries to venture most days to see if you can get an eye on her. You know, particularly down there at the markets, there's, you know, a couple of little places to get drinks and stuff that she sometimes likes to frequent. And you make your way. Make me a perception check.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I don't think I'm gonna be perceiving a much with a crit fail. I'm hungry. I want food.
You see the hustle and bustle and you try and look for Jen, but you don't really see her, but you smell something cooking and that completely grabs your attention. Like, ooh, that smells really good.
I forgot about all the snacks.
And you make your way over to one of the stalls where there are a couple of grills going, there are a couple of fryers going with a bunch of varieties of seafoods and snacks and different things all cooking just prior to the lunch rush that they're expecting.
I wonder if that fried eel place is still around here.
Make me a perception check.
Not another one.
I believe in you.
I'll say you see it, just don't try to fail again.
17.
17. You definitely see that there is still a fried eel. Ooh. Ooh. I'm kicking wires and I don't want to be kicking wires. You definitely see a fried eel place just off to the side. A little place. It's not quite busy yet. It's like just starting to open up. But you definitely recognize it as a place that you used to. So you make your way over there.
Yum.
You head over, get to the front door, and it's kind of like an old school kind of like glass, like it's almost like the square glass windows, but the big windows made up of those, and the kind of awning at the top of it. and you see eel deals along the top of it, specializing in fried eels and other varieties of seafood, and you head on in there.
Oh, the smells are so nostalgic. My stomach is gurgling.
You head up there, and behind the counter, you actually see a green dragonborn standing behind the counter, working away. You hear the sizzling sound of some of the grills going. You hear the sizzling sound of stuff being dropped into oil and fried, and the smell is just absolutely intoxicating in here. It smells amazing in this place. And you see the green dragonborn looking up. Hello there, what can I do for you?
I would love the eels with noodles, please.
Absolutely, we can definitely get that for you. Hang on 1 sec. You see him kind of like stop, and he kind of looks at you a couple of times. Like, you look really familiar. I feel like I should. Have you been around here before?
It's been a while. I haven't been, it's like been 5+ years, maybe.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of pink. I feel like you see him kind of looking like, "That'll come back to me." I definitely know I know you though. You see him like pulling out some of the noodles into basically like a takeaway container, and scoops out some of the fried eel on top of it. A little bit of sauce on top. There you are, my dear.
Oh man, this is the best day ever.
Alright, and that'll be about 5 gold for that.
Alrighty. Man, prices have gone up, haven't they?
It's hard times. Trying to get by in 11 now. Not a lot of the little places are still running, so fortunately we had to boost our prices a little bit, but we try to give you big portions. We try to give you the best quality stuff to make it worthwhile.
Well, if it's anything like it was 5 years ago, I'm in for a treat. So, has there been any news coming in? Any word on the wind?
As of today, nothing that I've heard of yet. I mean, biggest news we had was some breakout or something a couple of days ago, and then we had like things that came up on the decks and were attacking people yesterday. It's been a crazy couple of days. Today's a pretty quiet day considering.
Yeah, it has been pretty busy, hasn't it? But,
Yeah, we don't usually get a lot of stuff happening here in Portuga recently. It's been fairly calm for a little while, ever since all those robot things came by. I don't pay much attention to that, but it was quiet for a little while. But the last couple of days have, keeps you on your toes.
So, what's going on with Zoraxis?
Oh, I heard something about like the breakout that had happened was to do with him, but like they managed to get him off with a lighter term. I don't know how they managed to pull that off, but if anyone can get out of something like that, I guess it's Zarakis. But yeah, he's apparently living it up right now, out of prison. I mean, that's not bad for someone who was about to be killed.
Yeah. I guess that no one around here was thinking he should stick around or anything.
No one thought he was going to stick around. Everybody thought he was going to be hanged, to be completely honest. There's a whole charge of cowardice and all that sort of stuff, and
Yeah,
that sort of stuff gets around. It's like it's hard to bounce back for that, for pirates,
yeah. Everybody has a bad day once in a while, I guess.
Yeah, but I mean, it can't be too bad if they let him off. If he's now living up the good life, it can't be too much for him. But we'll see what happens with it. Things just seem to keep changing in this place. I mean, it's like I know Leo's trying to do a lot of stuff here on the island, but
Yeah.
we'll see how it We'll see how it hangs out. I don't know if I'm
Is it-
totally certain he's. I mean, I've got to give him credit for what he's trying to do. He's trying to, definitely pull us up and stuff like that and make Portuga a more substantial place. But I mean, I just don't know how much pirates are going to want that. It's a pirate port.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, people are always coming in and going out, but we still need a little bit of order around here.
Well, that's true. I mean, that's it. It's nice to have somebody that the buck stops with. You mean that? I mean, when stuff goes wrong, I don't have to worry about a blame coming my way. There's someone more important to take that blame.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you. Thanks for the noodles.
No, absolutely, my dear. You pop back in anytime. You take
Oh.
care.
What? Just one last question. You don't know a Jen, do you? She's-
Jen. Name's not ringing a bell. What species is she?
She's a halfling. She's pretty badass though, even though she's tiny. I thought she had a pretty good reputation of like being a female pirate.
Yeah, I think I know who you mean. There was a halfling that comes by here now and again. I never ever caught her name. She just pops in quickly for stuff here. She's not a regular enough to be on a first name basis or anything like that. But yeah, she pops by. She usually pops by the market at some point during the day.
Yeah. I'll bump into her eventually.
Yeah, she's definitely around. I mean, the last I seen her was probably a couple of days ago. So
Oh, that's great. Well, see you later.
yeah, see you later. You take care.
Okay, so I know she's alive. Just gotta find her now. Where to look?
As you come out of eel deals and start eating away at your eels and noodles, you continue your search around kind of like the main areas where you think she would be, some of the more crowded areas. As you're passing by a couple of stores, you hear a voice coming from the alleyway in between them. Really don't get any better at this, are you? As you turn around, you see sitting on one of the barrels, just at the edge of the alley, is a small halfling.
Oh. There you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
I've been following you for about 20 minutes.
Distracted. You know me. I love you.
You smelt the food and you got distracted. Why am I not surprised, Lilith?
I mean the noodles. You know I love the noodles.
She jumps down off the barrel and comes over and gives you a hug. It's like, it has been a long time. What are you doing back in Portuga? I thought you'd managed to get whisked off by some fancy man with a lot of money on his name.
Yeah, well, that one didn't really end well. We won't talk about that. I hope they're not looking for me. Anyway, yeah, Soraya kind of got married and had a baby, and my
Soraya? Soraya got married?
I know, I don't believe it either, and it was, it's fine. It's fine. The baby's cute. My boyfriend thinks he's a god, but that's okay.
Excuse me? Boyfriend?
Oh, yeah, I kind of have a new boyfriend. He's a barbarian. Literally.
A barbarian?
I mean...
How do you go from rich party boy on a yacht to a barbarian? How did that happen?
Well, the rich boys just weren't working out for me. They were all neurotic. Just
So
needed
come
something
on.
a little different.
Yeah, so tell me then. Is he good looking?
I mean, tall, dark, and handsome.
Very nice.
Especially
Nicely
tall.
done. Nicely
Dark
done,
blue.
Lilith. Nicely done, dear.
Tall,
But
blue, and handsome.
Jen,
Yeah, dark blue and handsome.
I need to know what's going on around here. Like, what in the world is there? I don't understand what's going on.
Darling, you've been gone for a long time. This place has been through it. Like the fact that Portuga's still sailing is kind of a miracle in itself. You know, I'm assuming
Is there
that was
anyone?
I'm assuming that was you that was involved in all that stuff with your dad and
Well, yeah, Zaraxis. You know how narcissistic he can be.
uh-huh.
Always expecting me and Soraya to do everything for him, even if it means consequences for us.
Well, apparently you lived up to that because I heard that there was a massive chase around this island. I stepped off onto a boat for a couple of days and apparently all hell broke loose on this place.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I could get away with it because I normally do, but this time was a little more tricky.
Yeah, you normally get away with it because Daddy usually cleans up after you, dear.
Well, he was the reason why it didn't work out. He has gone completely just crazy.
Oh yeah, he's gone nutso. He lost his mind a while ago. Like
I don't know what happened, but it just it's weird seeing your dad like that.
can imagine it's weird seeing your dad like that, the ruthless pirate king. He really was one of the fiercest there was, and then he lost his mind and everyone lost faith in him. He backed down from the Reforged when they attacked. He was ready to hand everything over, and everyone wasn't okay with that.
No, I've fought them and they're the worst.
You fought them?
I mean, yeah.
What in the world?
I
You're
mean,
getting as crazy as your old man fighting the Reforged. Darling, I seen the
Well-
Reforged in our brand.
oh, that's a good thing because they are very formidable. Not nice. Actually, my boyfriend has kind of a reforged arm, and he is one of the fiercest warriors I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's why I was terrified, because if he went through that, anybody could get taken down at any minute. It's pretty
Okay,
bleak.
I need to meet this boyfriend of yours.
Oh, I
Tall,
don't
dark, and
know.
handsome. He has a Reforged arm. He's battled with them.
No, I think I'll keep you away from him so you don't tell him too many stories.
Well, you
and,
afraid I'm going to steal him away from you, dear?
Yeah, I'm not a lunatic.
That only happened once.
Once
twice.
times like 5.
Okay, it might have been 5, but still, like I'm just being a good friend and testing them out for you. If they're willing to walk away like that, they're not really worth it, are they?
Well, I guess not. But at the same time, you don't have to make it so easy for them.
Wow. Okay, that's the game we're playing. Okay, now I'm definitely going to see this guy.
Oh, it's no game. It's just the truth. It's just the truth, and you know it. But, I mean, your reputation, I'm sure, is the same. Pillaging, stealing, murdering, doing what pirates do best.
As much as I can do is hard times are hard times for everyone. Like with the war that took place and the Reforged sweeping over everything in the near area, there's not really anything to pillage and kill and steal from. It's been hard going. Portuga's really struggling. A lot of the pirates are really struggling. I mean, don't get me wrong, we've got enough to survive and we've got a little bit stashed away, but that can only last for so long.
Yeah, well, sometimes doing we do is not necessarily the right thing to do. So if it's got to end, maybe it's for the best.
Well, no, if the right thing's happening, dear, it's usually not a good day for us. We're pirates. We're generally not doing the right thing. That's part of being a pirate.
Yeah, I'm having second thoughts about that whole lifestyle.
Second thoughts about from the pirate princess herself.
Well, not much loyalty in this game, is there?
Pirates? No. Look out for yourself, generally, is how this game's played.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really have known loyalty until recently. I just didn't even think it existed. And, getting a taste of it, it's really nice. It's different. It's a lot less stressful. My
Oh.
anxiety's actually gone down a little bit. I'm
It
actually
sounds like
kinda happy.
you've had a very interesting few years. You're not anxious. You're got loyal people around you, and you're happy.
Yeah. It's strange.
What in the world have you been up to for the last few years?
Ugh. For you, years, for me, days. I was in the Fae realm, if you can believe that. I didn't even know what Fae was. And I was in the realm.
You went to the Feywild. You went to the
Is that what it's
Fey realm.
called? Something like that. I don't know. I was there. It was trippy, but I'm
Okay.
back.
I need to hear all about what you have been up to. This sounds like a hell of a time that you've had.
How much time do you have?
And I'll say that for Lilith and Jen, the two of you take the time to reminisce and catch up and eat your food and just kind of wander around and just kind of take in Portuga. You've not really had a chance to just wander around and take it in since you've been back here. It's been all go, so you kind of just take the time to catch up with your old friend who is absolutely determined that she now wants to meet your boyfriend.
Said nothing.
Alright. From there, I think we'll cut back over to Aero. And Saraya and Aero wanting to have his fun family day. And
I'll say in the midst of this, they probably went to they probably don't have a park, but just a big open area that June can run around and throw things. So
Flash pad.
and Era's just watching.
Splash pad.
I wonder where he's just kind of looking around. At some point, we do need to go talk to your dad, but I would like to stop in and oh shoot, what is the owlin's lady's name? Sola.
Sola.
Okay. He goes, like to bring Sola or bring June to meet Sola. If that'd be okay.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
So come on, let's go.
And just running around in circles and just
Okay.
charges at you.
Oh God! Oh, all right, let's go. And as we're just walking and talking to Sarah, and just I don't want to say it, but I'm just kind of I like this. You having a good day so far?
Yeah, it's been a nice day. Very calm, very fun just day with you and Jim. Are you having a good day?
Yeah. I haven't had a day like this since the Fae.
It's kind of been all go since we came back.
Yeah. I just hope that you trust me. You continue to trust me, right?
Of course I do.
Whatever happens, I'm gonna keep you safe. And June. That mess that happened last night would never happen again.
Don't worry. Take care of it.
Yeah, I want to say we probably walk over. It's kind of like silence for the most part. And we'll head to Sola's like tent. And we'll open it up and Sola,
Young Aero, it's good to see you.
I brought someone who would like to meet you.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Who have you brought with you?
And I just grabbed June and like put him up on her like little. I imagine she has like this round table kind of in front. And I put him up right there
Oh my
on the table.
goodness. This isn't your little one, surely.
No, yes.
Oh,
It's
then
her
she
eyes.
picks him up and you got your father's looks, unfortunately. You got your mother's horns, though. Goodness. Still can't believe that you and Sarai are married and can't believe you have a little one.
Does she notice how Arrow's acting? Kind of like almost standoffish a little bit, but like
It kind of gives you a look, like a knowing look of that she sees something and like you're clearly not saying it. And what's brought you here to see us today?
just want to visit. We're having just a family day. Just having one. Just we've had a rough few days, so thought we'd have a day just to relax, a little R&R. So remember when I was a young, very very young Harengon, and when my captain first brought me here. Remember
Yes.
that thing that you gave me?
Mm-hmm.
I gave it back to you to hold. Do you still have it? The little
I
object?
still have it here. She turns and picks up like a little chest and the table in front of you. Kept it in here for you. I figured you'd want it back at some point.
He takes it and opens it up. And it's a little bandana. First kind of like pirate bandana. And he pulls it out. I haven't seen this in so long.
Many years have passed since you last wore that.
He takes it, and it's too big for June's head. He takes it and he puts it around his neck. Like ties it just like to wear. Aye, son. Looking like a mighty fine pirate.
June starts to jump up and down, excited. Jumps into your arms.
You like that, don't you? Thank you so
Sola
much.
kind of looks at you again.
Hey, Soraya, can you take June out? I think he needs to go potty.
Yeah,
Me and
got
take
it,
to Sola.
Come on, June. Daddy will be here in a sec. He exit out the tent. What's really going on, Aero?
Last night, the Angels of Death. You know about my deal.
Yeah.
The Angels of Death put a sword to my son's throat and a gun to Sarai's head. the end of the day, I'm sending them to the Fae.
The way they're acting, coming in here, I'm assuming they don't know.
You know, Soraya.
I know she's
It's
going
gonna
to get pissed
stop.
at you.
Yeah. Worse than that, though. Time works so different. Could potentially never see them again.
Are you sure this is the right decision to make?
It's the only way to keep them safe.
You've faced hard obstacles before, Aero. Wasn't
Yeah.
too long ago you came in here with a glowing green chest for a deal you made. Wasn't long ago you thought you were never going to be able to come back here.
Yeah. This is
Things
different.
might not always be as final as you think they are.
Yeah.
If you're going to make this choice, be certain of it.
I know.
And if you're determined to do it without telling Soraya what's about to happen, be ready for the fury of a tiefling.
I know. It's the only way to keep them safe. It's not just me this time. Can't lose them. I won't. I'm different. I'm way different from the Harengon that first met you here. When I gave you my bandana, I switched for this hat. I was a way different pirate back then.
Sure.
Now I'm a dad, a husband, and I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep them safe, even if it means never seeing them again.
Go in peace, Aero. If you're certain that this is the right thing to do what needs to be done. Just
And
as
goes-
always.
He walks over to her and kind of crouches down and just gives her a hug. You've been like a mom to me.
You grew up from a very young age. A young rabbit, young Harengon without a clue. Fresh-eyed, and entering into a world he had no idea of, and here you are standing before. Grown man, the wife, and a child of your own, and still no clue. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Careful.
And he gets up and he walks out almost crying. Turns to Soraya. It's time. Find your dad.
Go see him. You start walking your way through Portuga towards where her father is. / staying there. In all honesty, the pirates really don't know what to do with him at this point. They're just kind of half keeping him, half not.
Do I see anybody on the way? Like, any of the others?
Maybe a perception check. See if you spot anyone.
A 10.
10. I'll say that at the very least you see Lilith talking with Jen as you're kind of coming through the marketplace area. You
you see them. I would say Droghar, you don't really spot. He's not too far from where you are, but it's a bit far off from the area you're walking through. Still practicing and training. But you do see Lilith and Jen, though, just kind of still just mulling about, looking at markets, mostly just, you know, window shopping, really, just so they can talk and catch up.
I'll just give a wave at Lilith. Is that Jen? Hey, Jen.
Still alive.
Jen just talking to Lilith and turns and sees Aero and like,
oh god.
Of course.
Hold on,
Of
honey.
course.
That's my brother-in-law.
that's your what?
You heard me.
Aaron's thinking is oh, we did have that rendezvous.
And a bag of gold that you took from me.
Well, can't say I didn't
Never-
seduce.
Never said Soraya had good taste. Just saying. What?
Right, really?
Sorry,
This was
Aero.
your best option? Really? Really?
Lilith,
He'll
we're
pay you back.
it's all good.
Let's keep
Yeah.
walking, Lilith, before I shoot Aero.
Okay, that sounds good. No
I
shooting.
really
today,
want to
please.
shoot Aero.
Yeah,
No,
a lot of people do.
it's
The
good.
fact that he's wandering around with no disguise just blows me away.
I'm a dad now. Not all, like with Soraya.
Did you
That's
forget
my
her
baby.
name?
Yes, I did for
Yeah.
a second there. That is my bad. And he is like super like flustered.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
With yeah.
Mm-hmm. This
And
isn't
it was-
awkward,
It was lovely seeing you again.
but not too lovely, right, Aero?
No, not at all. Maybe, I don't know. I'm confused.
All right, bye. Get away
Love.
from us.
Lilith and Jen just kind of keep walking. Arrow's kind of like just recomposes himself and then realizes that Sarai's literally staring at him.
Forgot about that one.
Oops.
Oh,
You had a rendezvous with Jen?
Oh, don't tell. This was between us for like the time number 6 and 8. Between that time.
I just didn't think your taste ran that low. Just
Oh. Dang. Oh well, you know it was Anyway, let's keep going.
He's like, oh yeah, and just so you're aware, by the way, Soraya,
That's what I said.
your wife.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
Oh gosh.
Love you, dear.
Uh-huh. You know what? Let's go see my dad. I'm sure he'd love to talk to you right now. I'm actually really in the mood to go visit him now. It's really becoming a thing I
Okay, I'm
really
sorry.
want to do.
I got flustered. We haven't seen any of. Well, luckily we haven't seen any of your exes here.
You know of.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
She starts walking off with you.
come dear. Just trails behind.
As Aero tries to get back in good with his wife that he's about to kick to the Feywild, what's everyone else up to? Is Droghar still training?
Yeah, Droghar is he's kind of wrapping up now. And he sees Gregor off to the side. Hey, Gregor. Is there some place, I'm assuming around here, that I can get something to drink?
Oh yeah, you can get a drink from some of the stalls just over there. The market's not too far. A couple of places there sell some drinks. If you want to go to one of the bars, they'll be open now, but it's obviously a little bit of a further walk. So
Yeah.
just depending on what you're in the mood for.
I like bar. I feel comfortable there. You just
Yeah, so-
point me in direction.
Yep, so just head down that way between those buildings. Just keep going straight. If you fall in the water, you've gone too far.
One more question. Are you planning on having any fights here soon?
Yeah, probably at some point. I mean,
I'm
depending
anxious.
how quickly we get this place cleared up, hopefully we'll get some fights going.
Kind of anxious.
Or you never know, depending how the drinking goes tonight, we may have some fights later tonight, you know? Never know.
Sounds good. I'm anxious to test metal here. I've seen some big
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah, we got a few big bruisers that come by, so by all means, stop by. Absolutely. Love to have you.
Alright, it was nice meeting you, and I flip him a gold coin. Thanks for letting me use
Gotcha.
this.
Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. You have a good one.
And he's gonna head to the bar.
Alright. You start heading over towards the bar. You start walking through the buildings. You manage to kind of push your way through to finally get there. You don't go too far and don't fall into the water. You manage to make it just to the bar itself. And you find that basically you're back at the Black Lantern. The main bar on there. And it's a little bit later in the day, so it's starting to get a little bit busier. You have a look in and you see Slog working away behind the bar, pouring drinks.
Have we been here before? Oh, we've been here before, right?
Yeah, you've
Yeah.
met Slog and you've
That's the one that we brought the.
you've drank here, and this
Oh,
is
that's
the place
right.
that you
That's
brought the head.
Slog, my man. How goes it?
Droghar, good to see you, sir. You didn't bring any more heads, did you?
No, I have no more heads to give. That was the
Go
last
for that.
one.
Thank
It's
goodness for that. We just got
pretty
rid of that
awesome,
one.
though. If I had to say
It's
so
a really
myself.
cool head, but like trying to maneuver that thing was a bit difficult. I'll be honest with you.
Hey, man, I've
I
kind
only
of
just managed to get the bar kind of clear again, so
Droghar kind of looks down a little bit. Kind of in a way, Slug. You have something. I need something pretty strong. If you have it.
I'm pretty strong. Yeah, we can get you some pretty strong stuff. We got some pretty hard stuff here. You doing okay?
I miss home, man. I miss
Because,
home.
where's your drinking slides yet?
It's I feel like I've been fighting so long, and he slams it back immediately and just sets the cup back down. I feel like I've been fighting for so long and fighting for others and doing things for others for so long that, you know, I don't know what I want. Does that make sense? I have not sit down and thought about, Droghar, what do you want? I don't know. I feel like I'm at the end of a road and there's no crossroad. It just ends.
I mean, it happens. Sometimes you had something that kept you going, something that was a drive for you, and when it is gone, you don't quite know what's next. He pours you another drink and slides it back to you. He's like, that's up for you to work out, though. You're trying to work out what does Droghar actually want.
How do you even do that, man? How do you even start that? I don't even know how to think like that.
Sometimes, honestly, it can just be trial and error. Sometimes it can be you try a few different things, see if something catches your eye, see if it leads to something. A lot of the time it won't, and sometimes something will catch. Maybe it's a new adventure, maybe it's getting into a new hobby, maybe it's a new career path, maybe it's a new love interest, maybe it's a you don't know where anything's going. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can look into.
When he says love interest, Drogar's eyebrow pops up. I did meet someone. I thought it would.
There you go.
I thought it would change me. And it has a little. But not as much as I thought. She's gorgeous. She's awesome. And she means a lot to me. but there's something in me that's missing. I don't know. And he slams another one down.
That's okay. I mean, sounds like you're with a pretty awesome person. You still want to be with her?
Yes, I think so. I don't know, like, how she feels about me, though. I'm a giver, you know? I give a lot. I give and give and give. And it's hard to receive, you know?
Oh, absolutely, but if it's not the relationship and you feel like there's something there, then there's something you're still searching for. It doesn't mean the relationship's not right. It doesn't mean that needs to change. It just means there's more you want out of life. And as far as the relationship goes, you don't know how she feels, then why is your big ugly mug here talking to me? Go talk to her.
To be honest, this is like first time for me. This is new experience. Believe it or not, with this gorgeous face. And it's just like scars. Like half my face is scarred from the mind flayer. I have scars all over my face from battles.
Well, in my humble opinion, as one of the most gorgeous men you'll ever see in your life, you want to find out how she feels about you? Only she can tell you. Just ask her. If she's interested, she'll tell you. If she's not, then she'll also tell you. Either way, either yay, everything works out, or you can move on.
Yeah, I assume you're right. I feel like I want to go back home. And I'm afraid to tell my friends that. I'm afraid to say that out loud, actually. It's the first time I've said that. Because I'm afraid I'm going to lose them. Especially Lilith.
Doesn't mean you'll lose friends. Sometimes friendships just go in different directions. You have to make the choices best for you, though.
You're right. He slams
You
back
stick
down
with this
another one.
friend group. If you want to still hang about with them, you absolutely can, but that hollow feeling might just always be there.
Do you have that?
Sometimes.
You seem like you
Sometimes
manage
that's there.
pretty well.
I'm quite content with life here. I'm the role I was here. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, I wish I wasn't always stuck behind the bar. But, you know, I've had my adventuring days. I had all of that stuff. Sometimes you want to keep going and you have to hang it up. And I settled here in Portuga and I've got a good life here.
How did you know when it was time to settle up?
Only speaking for myself here. You have to ask yourself the question, but you need to wonder if the adventure's just not worth the peace anymore. Adventuring in chaos is great, but, you know, sometimes you get a little older and you're looking for more. Been there, done that, seen it all, you know. And sometimes you just want whatever's next. Doesn't mean you can't go back to it sometimes. Doesn't mean you can't adventure sometimes. Doesn't mean you can't try something new sometimes, but you'll know. The fact that you're asking the questions for that sort of thing means that you're at least thinking about it, which if you're not there yet, you're probably going to be close soon. For someone who's ready to move to that next chapter and settle down, doesn't generally ask the questions about when the right time to do it is. They don't care.
Sugar kind of chuckles. You're right. I'm rambling. I don't know what I talk about.
It's alright, that's what I'm here for.
I appreciate. And he holds his glass up.
Pours you one more into it. I think your first protocol is go talk to that friend of yours and see if it's really just a friend or if there's more. I think you need to work that out and then work out what does going home mean.
You're right. I think you're right. Alright. I think it's time I go.
Droghar heads off to face his destiny.
Oh.
Alright, at this point I'll say you all have been kind of doing your own thing. Is there anything that TBD and Aries want to have done, or are you all just been chilling?
I sleepy.
Yeah. I just stand guard over her so she doesn't have to worry. She could just sleep in peace.
I'll say that you've all kind of been hanging out and doing your thing, spending stuff. It's starting to get more to evening now. And before we fully go into the evening stuff, we'll do the stuff with Abraxas quickly. With Soraya and Aero going to see him, and then we'll take it into the evening time.
As we're getting there, Arrow's like, look, Jen sucked. You are amazing.
So you've said for the 20th time.
I know. I dug myself in a hole and I cannot stop digging.
Yep, and I'm quite happy to put the dirt on top of you if you keep talking.
Come on, you can't be that bad at me.
Oh, I can. Watch me. And she...
On a more serious note, how do you feel about seeing Zoraxis again?
Just get it over with. Look, I'm ready for this.
And he holds out his hand. Do it together.
Together.
So they'll what is Zoraxis doing right now? Just like spasming out like on a bench somewhere or something.
Well, you go to the little house that he's been kept at, and they open the door to kind of let you in. And he's there, just kind of still kind of like mumbling to himself on the sofa, not quite as like deranged as he was in previous days with all the chaos that went on. He's more seems calmer now, but still not totally with it. See Soraya come in and see him and just kind of. Hi, Dad.
I'll take off my hat. Sir?
Kind of stops and acknowledges and looks. Just kind of puts his head back down. Kind of is like not totally with it. If I can do this, he's not totally there.
I know. I kind of shove her just a little bit, just kind of like nudge her to like go forward, sit by him.
So everyone sits down. Hey, Dad, I don't know how much you can understand. I wanted to come and visit you. To come and let you meet your grandchild. Got married and have a kid now. Kind of looking at her and just kind of looks down like, no. Soraya kind of picks up June and pulls her onto her lap and your grandson, this is June.
Kind of sits June on his lap and kind of like stops, almost like looking around for a moment. You see kind of like a big smile appear on his face. As June's sitting kind of laughing and giggling at him, and sticks his finger. June grabs onto it. Hi there. What's your name? You kind of take it in. It's something that you've all been told that he doesn't really have anymore. It's kind of moment of clarity where he seems to be almost clear-minded.
Kind of lucid right now.
A bit more lucid, a bit more kind of back with it. And he's been just putting June into his lap, kind of almost shook him free a little bit of madness. And it's like, it's not a lot. He still doesn't like fully acknowledge Soraya or even you. But you see him just kind of like stopping and just bonding almost with June. And the moment just kind of continues. And it's more another one of those just being in the moment. It's like nothing's really said, nothing's really done, nothing's really... There's not really much conversing with them. Soraya tells him a little bit about kind of the last few years of your life and that you've been in the Feywild and stuff. And you almost just kind of look on and just taking it in that she's kind of connecting with her dad a little bit and June's really connecting with him. It just starts to get a little bit later.
I'll pull some like food or whatever, and I'll hand it to him. I'll give it to him. So
You seem
you need to eat.
Kind of taking little bits and eating. And June's kind of eating like his little snacks, like in his lap and stuff still. And
His little crackers.
yeah,
Little animal crackers.
Seems to be
Goldfish.
Seems to be quite taken with him. Like he seems to be quite content and Zarax's lap. You spend like the early evening there and leave again once it's darker, and kind of leave, and you see Soraya kind of almost come out. She looks at you.
You okay?
Thank you. You do that.
Yeah.
That was tough, but glad I did it.
Yeah. It's getting dark. There's one more thing I'd like to do.
Okay.
If that's okay.
I mean, we don't have much time for that much, but yeah. Do one more thing.
Remember the dock where we first met?
Yeah.
Take June to it.
And it looks at you like funny again. Like, okay, you can take June to it, but what is going on with you today?
Walk there. Just want to enjoy the moment. He picks up June and just like holds him close.
You guys walk kind of in silence, a little bit of banter back and forth, but not really too going on. And you start to make your ways to walk and come down to the docks where you and Soraya first met.
Look, June. It's where Mommy and Daddy first met.
Yeah, look, June, this is where Mummy almost shot Daddy for the first time.
He takes his hat off and he puts it on June's head, and it's like way too big, so it kind of like almost shifts. Like there's a big gap in it, so it like shifts backwards. I'm sure June is like loving it. He like puts
he's loving it because he's got the bandana on from on the head. Well, that's absolutely adorable. Will you please tell me what's going on?
You could hate me forever. And I'm so sorry. Aero sticks his hand out and closes his eyes for a second. Towards the end of the dock. And a portal.
What are you doing? How are you
Nexus.
Arrow?
Step in there with June. You will be safe.
No.
Yeah. Soraya. Last night, we almost lost a child. And I almost lost you. As much as you could say, hell no, I'm staying here to fight. You know this is right.
No. There's got to be another way. This
There's not
isn't the answer.
another way.
I stayed in the Fae because of you. We came back together with June. I'm not going in there without you.
Sorry. But you know, as well as I do, this is the best choice. Because if these angels of death, they will come for you and June if I even try. And I have to. This is the only way to keep our boy safe. I know what this means. Time dilation. Might be the last time we see each other.
There's got to be another way. This isn't the answer. This isn't the only way to do this. There's got to be something else. We have faced everything head on together. I'm not stopping that now.
I take her hand. And I pick up June. And I kind of start to pull it towards the...
I think I'm going to go quietly into the night. You're sorely mistaken and have no idea who you married.
I know. And he just embraces her and just kisses her. And he whispers into his ear. Into her ear. I love you. Let him remember me.
Love you too. He will.
Is she going to
You-
willingly go?
Give me a persuasion check.
It's a 7. I'm going to open up a portal behind her.
No.
Push her in.
No. No.
And close it.
It's like, no, you don't, you son of a... And it...
Aero just stands there on the dock alone. God, I hope I sent them to the right place.
Ditto.
And he just looks around. I will always love you. And he just walks to the end of the dock. Sits on the edge of it. Hangs his feet off. Stares out though. And watches the sun go down.
The sun sets. It's another clear night over Portuga. The stars come out. Everyone has had their last day. Calm day. Aero is sitting on the dock. Droghar is... I'm assuming you're trying to find Lilith. This is turning evening. Lilith still...
Huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Aries are still hanging out in the apartment.
Yeah, he would have. I think Droghar would have headed back to where they slept, basically. Try to find everybody.
Yeah, that sounds good. Droghar heads back there. Kind of just waiting to kind of meet up with everyone. You've all kind of had a day separate from each other. As evening comes, and as TBD has had her rest, just slept
Yay!
hard, wakes up.
Woo!
Aries and TBD both start to get a message. And the message enters their minds. Aries has never experienced this before. TBD has experienced this message multiple times. It's a message from Alara. And it's a call to come home. Because the Enonte is about to begin. This is the call to come home for the Fae because the world is about to reset. You guys start to feel that message, and it's almost kind of like a siren in your head. It's not loud, but it's just like a constant, like that message just repeats a few times for the Fae to start to return back home.
Ooh, the countdown begins, TBD.
All of a sudden, as it's just turned night time, Naro, as you're sitting at the docks, probably get the best glance, the clearest glance of it. The others, depending where you are, you see it. You see, having seen the sun drift below the horizon, now like that almost like pure nighttime, where it's like when you stare at the black for long enough, you start to see the dark blue and the kind of different colours and the stars bright in the sky. And all of a sudden, off towards the horizon, you see a mass like bright enough that it's almost, you can tell it's just in a pillar, but it's almost bright enough to be like daylight. As you sit on the edge of the dock as well, you look down at the water and realise the water is starting to boil.
I'll get up and I'll take off running.
Aero takes off running. If any of the rest of you want to make perception checks, if you see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll make one.
I'll perception checks.
I
I was
will
gonna say, I'm
say
next to the best person.
Aries and TBD, actually, you probably can't because you guys are still inside your apartment.
I got a 30.
Aw.
So
I got a 16.
Oh, she just perceives everything though. Just I feel it in my bones.
well, to be fair, she's got a booming message in her head. She knows what happens with this. She's seen it before.
I got a nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
Lilith, you on the 16 kind of see a beam of light, like over the buildings. You're still kind of hanging out with Jen, and it kind of catches your attention. Like, what in the heck is that? Droghar, you immediately see it and know this is not good.
Uh-oh.
I pull my sword out and I want to head to the edge of the water to get a better look.
I'll say as
Harold's
you
going
start,
this way.
I was going to say, I'll say as you start running towards the water, you run into Aero coming the opposite direction.
Aero,
Oh,
what is that?
yes, I know!
What is it?
I don't know! But it's not good!
Alright, we need to
We
tell
need to find
others.
TBD and Aries now.
Let's go.
You guys head back to the buildings. And I'll say that everyone's kind of congregated there at this point. What do you all do?
What is
TBD,
happening?
How long do we have?
I guess DM, how long does it usually take?
The enmity has begun, and beam of light, you know, is usually of Armageddon. It depends how long it takes them to do what they need to do, and it depends if anybody stands and fights them.
Turn to the groom. So I guess it's the end of the world as we know it.
I feel fine.
I do too. Surprisingly, I'm at peace.
Are we really going to do
Each
this?
other.
This is what's
So
now or
powers
never.
Combined.
We can't fight conquest. That throws off balance.
No, but we have to stop. We have to stop Valron.
This is what we fought all these years for. This all led to this.
As you guys are having this conversation, you see fire starting to pop up on Portuga.
Oh boy.
Of course.
And some of the wood starts to basically essentially disintegrate because of the boiling water of the sea. You hear yells and calls telling people to head towards the Aurelia, Leo's ship, as he's trying to get as many people on it as he can. As you guys see around a lot of the buildings, a lot of Portuga itself starting to collapse, and a lot of the ships are starting to be damaged. Leo's trying to get everyone onto his ship because it's an airship. Get away from it. I'll say you all kind of start to head there as well.
Do I see Sola?
You do see like Sola kind of making her way through part of the crowd.
So she's going kind of moving kind of slow.
She's going slower. She's definitely older, so she's moving a bit slower than some of the rest. But
I'm gonna yell out, Droghar, help her, please!
I'm gonna go over to her and pick her up and run her up to the ship.
you pick up Sola, and you all start to run towards the ship.
I'm gonna drop her off on the ship, go down the deck, and just start ushering people up the deck. And as I'm ushering people, I'm looking at Aero. Aero! Where's Soraya and June? They need to get
They're
on.
safe. They're safe.
Okay.
You see Leo up on the deck. Everybody! We're going to try and take as many as we can. Please be patient. We're trying to funnel everyone onto it.
Droghar leans back and cups his hand. Leo, how many more can we hold?
I don't know. Not enough.
TBD. Is there a way for us to get Conquest just to focus on us just a millisecond to make Valron appear thinking that we're going to try to fight him?
I guess it all depends on if Valron's ready for the final confrontation.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he's ready. He's
Could
been
always
waiting for this.
try.
I will say right now, is there anyone else on Portuga that you want to make sure gets onto the ship? You want to check specifically for?
It's Braxis. Braxis. Bracky Brack.
The Braxis.
Do I
The
see
Brack Daddy.
Do I see Slog or Gregor?
Make me a perception check for Abraxas. Droghar, make a perception check for
Oh my
Slog
gosh.
and Gregor.
Okay, these dice suck.
Oh,
I don't see them. I rolled very low. I rolled a 3.
I got a 13.
News. 13, you do see Slog. He's a pretty big guy. You do see him.
Okay.
On a 13, you don't see Gregor though, but you don't know if that means he's not there or he's halfling and he's just gotten caught up in everything.
Okay. I'm gonna start calling out for Gregor.
Okay. I'm gonna roll perception checks, see if Gregor hears you yelling for him. You yell it for Gregor. He hears you yelling. I rolled a 16, so.
Gregor, get in the ship!
I'm trying! You see him getting like bashed about by the crowds. Like
I just go down the
it's
ramp.
a lot easier when you're your size, just saying.
I go down the ramp and start pushing people out of the way, and I just grab him and pick him up and hold him over the crowd and walk up the ramp and set him down.
Thank you!
I look at Lilith. Lilith, your dad.
Yeah, my dad.
Where have you seen him run on the ship?
Lilith, your dad. Yes,
Yeah,
my dad.
My dad.
That was good
great.
lord. That was.
Isn't that your responsibility?
No,
now?
it's not. He's not my dad.
He
It's my father-in-law.
technically is.
That was
God.
great.
So yeah.
Well, I
you're-
tried looking for him. I didn't see him. This is not the time. Do you know if he's on the ship?
I thought he was in holdup.
Oh my god. I just take off.
The
I'll
sea swirling starts.
Oh god. I'll just take
I
off
will
running.
I
Do
almost
you
died
want-
because of that guy.
I will say, do you want to take off running? Portuga is starting to go down, and his prison is at the other side of Portuga
Oh
from where the ship is.
no.
Aero, forget it.
He was a lost cause anyway. No.
He abandoned us a long time ago. Let's.
Damn
Leo, do you have any
This is a
rope?
woman who ran him around most of the island.
Do you have any rope, Leo? If so, how long?
We have some. We have a little bit, not a lot to spare, but
Can
he
we-
kind of like grabs what he's got and tosses it to you.
Can we float over prison and we go down and get him?
We can try.
Let's try.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's try.
Alright.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Guys, I
Yeah.
think there's more
Put this
important
man out of
things right now.
prison.
I would still like to say 2 sessions ago she spent the entire session trying to get this man out of prison. Like, I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
But then I found out he wasn't helping me at all.
You all
Poor
got
guy.
onto the ship.
New information has come about.
So funny.
And the ship is essentially full of about as many people as possible. Leo has tried to get as many on as he can. That does mean the ship has to start moving and taking off, and it does mean there are people left on the dock.
Flashbacks.
Like they just cannot take any more, or the ship won't be able to fly and it will go down. For those that you have either not seen or didn't go for, I've got a list of certain people here. I am going to roll to see if they made it onto the ship. Just
I
different
don't
NPCs
know.
and people that you met.
Oh jeez.
Some of them
Hi,
that you did
Jen.
specifically notice, like
Hope you find your
Sola
dad.
is on there. You made sure. Gregor and Slog, you made sure were on there. So they are all on.
That's all we need. We're fine.
So, first off, I'm going to do some of the sellers, the black market dealers. Thorin, Metalbane, the weapons dealer that you dealt with. He made it onto the ship. Bell Ironwave, the one that was the dealt ship parts with Aero, did not make it.
Oh.
Wave.
50,
Slog
50.
already did it. Cauldron, that was the Dragonborn that was selling at Eels Deals, managed to make it on board.
Oh, the noodle guy. Yeah. Good food.
Captain Trapper, the Droghar had dealt with, the Kobold pirate captain, made it on board. They're all rolling way better than I was expecting, I must be honest.
Ugh.
Jen did not make it on.
Oh no.
Dodge that bullet.
Oh.
Not me, Droghar.
Dang.
Sorry, Jen.
You sort of fly over Portuga, try and do the drop down to the prison.
So wrong.
It's gonna bite us in the butt later.
Probably.
By the time you get to the prison, it's already gone.
Oh no.
This is hilarious. Why?
Bleak.
You watch as the whole of Portuga collapses.
That's less funny.
The whole thing goes down.
Yikes.
And what was left of the pirates, whoever's on the Aurelia.
Well,
You see the light off in the distance, the beam of light that came down, still shining. And TBD, you know that that's where Conquest has appeared, or where he is appearing. What do you all want to do?
I try to gather our team and just say, guys, we have to go talk to Conquest. We gotta get Valron to show himself.
We can't bring all
We
these
can't
people,
beat
though.
Conquest.
No.
No, Droghar. We can't save him. The world has to end.
So,
Let them have hope.
are we okay with
We have
this?
to leave them.
we need the ship to get there. How far are we? Is this on the way? Aries. Conquest, is that the direction? Unity City? Former Unity City? Can we drop them off there? I mean, I don't even know what's over there, but the Goliath?
DM, what is like Conquest like? Is it like where Unity City is? Is it island like
The
Do we
beam's
know?
coming down in Andriesia. Coming
Andriesia?
down near Unity City. Probably, but you can't tell specifically from where you are, but it's definitely on that landmass.
Look, we can go over there. We'll let them off. Don't show it. Just let them have hope. But we have to go to Conquest.
Drop them off with the Goliath. We end this together.
I don't understand why we were fighting.
We have to fight Valron. But the only way to get him out is to make him maybe think that we're gonna fight Conquest. Because that's gonna stop his plan. I think that's the only way he's gonna reveal himself right now, is if he thinks we're gonna go against his plan. But once he reveals himself.
Listen to me, both of you. If we fail, you two need to go back to the Fae. The reset will happen. I don't know if this is possible, but find us again.
Aries just
Find
nods.
our other selves. Do what you need to do. Let them know that they're the most important people in the world. Blow my ego up. I like that. That's if we fail. Not planning on failing today, though.
If we fight Valron and defeat him, we still end. Is that it?
How it has
Oh,
to
long
be.
story short.
How it's always been.
I thought we had more time.
Lame.
You always think you have more time.
Valron is looking to destroy everything, though, and I don't think it's just this plane. I think it's all planes. Look, long story short, I met with Dream. Aero, it's okay. You don't have to kill her. Look, Valron isn't just looking. We thought at the beginning he was just wanting to use power just to puff himself up, to give him more power. That's why he liked Conquest. but something more. He wants to be the leader in control of everything. And TBD, and I think all realms, all everything.
That would be the power of deity.
Yeah. We don't know exactly what he's. Something about using Lilith's wand. He did something to find a place where he could do that. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. We have to have Valron show face, and we have to follow him to wherever he's going. We can't let him do that. But conquest has to end this world.
Okay. We have a plan. Let's do it.
Alright. So, just to confirm, what's the plan going forward here?
Drop these people off.
Yeah.
We
All
take the
these
ship.
people-
Yep. And
We go to
try,
conquest.
yeah. Confront
And-
conquest and just hoping Valron will reveal himself. I think that's it.
And we kill
Mhm.
Valron.
Yes.
No. Start to take the ship. Head to Unity City. I'll say that the beam's a little bit off here, so you can drop the people off.
I go to Leo. Mate. Can I borrow her? Do you mind?
Looks at you and all that. Make sure to bring her back here.
Sure.
Kinda
Protect
gives
these
you a
people.
look. He knows so well you might not be coming back.
It's been an honor. Mr. Brand. Captain Brand.
No. It's off and take the Aurelia. Unless anyone wants to do anything specific, I'll just fast forward you guys getting to there. As you guys land, come to where the beam is. You see the ground is almost starting to kind of crack in the crust of the earth already at this impact. With almost like the layer underneath of it looking like molten and not quite like magma or lava, but like almost like a molten goldeny looking colour. And as the beam disappears, you see for the first time in for a long time for all of you, you see Conquest.
Oh, I liked him better when he was a human.
Yaris Raka.
Nice. I was wondering if I would see you all again.
Dormammu, we've come to bargain. Conquest. We're here for Valron. Not you. We know what you gotta do. And we're not here to stop you. We're here to stop him.
He's of no mind to me. I'm here to do my job. I'm here to do the job I have to do. Purge the material plane and reset it so that it continues on again. No ill will or ill intent towards any of you. This is my purpose. I don't know about your rivalry and
your issues with Valron. In all honesty, it's of no mind to me. This is what must happen.
Droghar still slowly starts pulling his sword out.
Kind of looks at you. Do you wish to interfere and stop me?
Droghar.
He
We're
does-
only here for Valron. TBD, where is he?
I make some sort of check to see if I can.
Make perception check, insight check, whatever you want.
I like perception checks.
I will say as well, at this point, you guys are now face to face with Conquest of Armageddon. As he's stating, his purpose is to reset your plane and cause a rebirth and have everything restart over again. It is part of the Enonte that a group can fight him and defeat him. The world will continue on in the Enonte later. That is a valid option. You can fight and defeat Conquest. The world doesn't reset yet, but Conquest will return later at another point. So that is a valid option, or you can let him reset it. If it resets, he does what he's doing, and TBD and Aries don't get to the Fae, which there's no guarantee they'll have enough opportunity to, they will not reset. Aero, Droghar, and Lilith will reset with memory of this, but TBD and Aries will be gone.
Great.
So I want to lay out the options in front of you and the choices that you make.
Alright.
TBD, you can make a perception check for any sign of Valron.
I feel like this is the part of the video game that like pops up. That's
I
like,
know,
do
it's
you
like,
want
what
to
will you
do
Are
you
you
want to
sure?
continue? This is the say.
This is the part of like this is the point of like we've talked about the Enon at different points.
I need to
Both
make
these
a new character
options
sheet.
are valid to go forward, but there's consequences to each.
Can we, like... Because
Can
Aries
not
is,
have that happen.
like... Can we just fight you a little bit? Just to have Valron appear? I don't want to kill you or conquer you. I just need to halt your process to make Valron mad.
Valron should appear though, because even if we weren't here, he would appear with Yenante.
I rolled a
Right?
21.
21.
Am I right? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
I think
Okay.
so. That
I will
I'm trying to piece together everything. I'm like,
I will
yes,
point
maybe?
out, just as a DM to kind of meta a little bit, the conclusion you're drawing that Valron is going to appear at this point is 100% your own chord. I have not confirmed that at any point that that's how he's going to do it.
Oh yeah, I know.
All I've ever confirmed is that Valron uses the energy after the Enonte happens to make himself stronger. You have no guarantee he's even going to show up at this.
I vote fight Conquest.
There is no guarantee he's even going to appear, and on a 21 you see a sign of him.
That's my vote.
TBD kind of just whispers, "It's not time yet, is it?"
You see a little laugh in your back of your head.
We have to find Valron. I don't know how else to do it, you guys.
He's always with me.
I know he's always with
Look at Droghar. I'm with you, buddy.
I'm not taking my eyes off Conquest, and I'm gripping my sword very tightly.
Yeah.
What do you want TBD and I to do? We'll
Conquest
fight.
step forward. Make your choice. Are you in my path? Will you step aside?
No Valron.
We
TBD.
don't see him.
This isn't when he shows.
I pull my swords out.
Droghar takes off towards Conquest. as
I'm
fast
sorry,
as he can.
Conquest.
Whew!
Oh, but what about us?
What about us?
What
I'm
about
gonna
us?
die. Shit.
My recommendation is fight, because if you beat him, you don't get erased.
Yay! That's
Yes,
pick
but
that
we
one.
are going up against the deity.
You're fine. You have me.
Droghar goes into a
Sure.
rage and just takes off.
Droghar
Takes off towards him.
starts charging.
Uh-oh.
You see him stick his hand out, and you see his bow appear in his hand.
You see what? I'm sorry, you broke up.
A whoopee?
The bow.
His bow,
Okay.
Oh
the
no.
bow of conquest.
Oh,
yeah, that
that
thing
one
And you
hurts.
hurt.
see
Yeah.
his wings
Yeah.
unfurl, and as they unfurl, they release a massive gust of wind, and Droghar, it stops you dead in your tracks, and you have to brace against it.
I don't want to be shot again with that. It hurts.
We fight.
And so
Sorry,
be it.
Conquest.
So be it. Your
How
Swords
choice,
long
drawn,
does the portal to Auraria stay open?
I start
and that
running.
is where we're going to end it. for
No!
this week.
Sheesh. Holy crap.
Can we level up like 5 times so we can actually beat this thing?
Well, you're definitely leveling up. You're definitely going
Not
up.
to be
Yay!
crass, but can we level up because of the sides of our gonads after that? Let's do that.
We are
Go-
all-
gonad
like,
check.
Why do the odds have to be so against us? Like,
Because
Look,
it's
there's
fun.
there's
Absolutely
five of you,
true.
and you're all pretty high level. This shouldn't be as difficult as you're all fearing, but it should be enough of a challenge. At the same time, he could murder you all, so we'll see how it goes.
Ooh, well,
Hope
You're now not fighting a big. You're now not fighting a big beastie. You're now fighting a
Yes.
Him.
a deity.
not quite a god, a force of nature.
We call it a half god, a deity.
Well, I'll tell you what. If we
Yeah,
beat
you
Conquest,
did.
I'll make Valron mad.
I really wanted to make that point clear because you were going and we're going to do this in Valron. You know, like at no point have I confirmed that. I want to make that clear.
Hey,
Session,
it was
this
worth
is
But
not
that's
like
the
It was worth
point.
the check. It was
That's
worth
the
the check.
point. That
It's
we're
worth
trying
the
to
check.
figure it
I
out.
I feel like
Well, that's the
Droghar.
thing. Like, I want to make that clear because you were all about to say conquest, have at it, and like you're about to just all get wiped.
I feel like
And like for something that's
Droghar.
not going to happen, and they're like, okay, I'm just going. I need kind of meta a little bit. Like, guys, I don't want you all to get TK'd by giving up.
You're just
Droghar.
trying to get Valron out.
I don't know, that would have been really interesting, though.
I don't
Just to
think
do a
I've
reset.
ever heard of a D&D party just stop and go, you know what, you win, to the guy
Well,
that's fighting and just...
In our defense, we thought he would be here, and he's not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It was
That's why I
worth
want to
a
make that
shot.
clear. I just said he appears at the end of the entity. I made no phrasing that he was definitely showing up where Conquest was.
No, but that's the point of Aries, though. She tries to think outside the box. What if we make him mad so Valron appears saying, what do you think you're doing? And then we follow him.
In this moment, Aries would have probably been suicidal and gotten you killed. Just saying.
I was listening to Aries.
She tries.
So-
She tries. She tries to figure it out.
Sheesh.
So next
alright.
is
It's
the
alright.
end of chapter 5, and it's titled Conquest.
Nice. Yeah, I think
So we don't
Droghar was starting to second
We
guess
If
the
you
whole
guys had-
plan.
If you guys hadn't picked that option, there would not have been an end to this chapter. It would have ended here, probably.
Sheesh.
And that was Chronicles of Andriesia, everyone.
Hope you have your next
Well,
campaign planned out, Cross.
not the ending I was expecting. Like, and a whole 6th chapter. Never mind. It's fine. Valron just wins because you all died to Conquest.
Valron's in the background.
Yeah.
It's like he's just standing there like, wow, I didn't see that coming. They just gave up. Okay.
It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be.
I guess I'll die.
Working with the right bunch of nitwits there.
I literally was like, yeah, we're not going to stand in your way, Conquest. Just kidding. JK. We're going to do
We're not going to stand
Right.
in your road. Or like, I don't think that's going to go how you think it's going to go.
It's worth a shot.
All right. We
Yeah.
tried.
That was a nice little wrap up session. That's why I kind of said to everyone, I want a little. If there's anything you want to do or anything to do, this is the one to do it because everything kicks off from here. The NOT is taking place, and you're now facing your old friend Conquest.
No, Darius Rooker.
Aero, you should just like lay down, because I mean, technically you own one. He did like save your life, you know, or at least attempted to.
What level are we? I don't even know.
13.
13.
We'll take-
All right.
Oh, we
Yeah,
leveled
I
up.
don't
Oh, that's right. We did level up. You just said
Like, I was
that.
gonna say, I don't even know what level you all are at this point.
Hey, you and me, we come from different worlds.
13.
I don't either.
Reddit. I don't think I do either.
You and me here. And copyright strike.
No, we don't sing well enough for that.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's good enough to worry about that. I'll be honest, but
We get a
that is it for
proficiency
tonight. That was a heck of a return to Chronicles of Andriesia.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thank you for everyone joining us tonight. I know we ran a little bit later, but you know we kicked off a little bit later as well. So hope you all have a good night. Thank you for sticking it out with us. We should be back next week. That's the plan anyway, but that's been the plan for the last month, so we'll see. But we should be back next Monday with the next part of Chronicles of Andriesia as our heroes face off against Conquest. But make sure to join us throughout the week as well, as we will be back. I won't be here tomorrow night, but we'll be back on Wednesday night as myself, Nitro, Spacehawk, and LJ all come back for a nice team game called Chained Together, where the four of us will be chained around the ways as we try to escape hell and not murder each other while we're doing it. So we'll see how that goes.
It should be fun.
LJ will be back on Thursday night as he plays his Channel Point Redeemed horror game. What was the name of it again? I've completely forgotten now.
Oh shoot, I don't remember either.
He's playing a Channel Point Redeemed horror game anyway.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. The first toy. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so make
right.
sure to come and join him for that, and then Jaye will be back on Friday night with more Nancy Drew mystery solving.
Ooh, with
So make sure to
this
join us for
weirdness.
that.
You gotta come. We math. We figure things out. Do great leaps of clues. Just it's weird. But
I'm
come.
just saying, if you want to sell people on coming to our stream, the first thing you might not want to tell them is we math.
Oh,
We done math.
but that's the
We
thing.
don't-
Doing
we don't do
math
math
late
in
at night
here.
is awesome.
We got that math down.
It's math.
You like that trigonometry?
Like that math.
Math.
And also as well,
We'll
we
give
are
you
starting to
that
put out
math.
some more content on some of the other platforms as well. Specifically, we're starting to put a lot more content over on our YouTube
gosh.
channels. So please go ahead and check those out. And if you haven't subscribed to any of them, please go and do so. It would greatly help us out. We have our TTRPG channel where we archive all of our stuff from the Book of Astra and Chronicles of Andriesia. We also have our gaming channel where we have gaming reviews and tabletop reviews placed from LG and Spacehawk. And then also we have our comic book channel where I am starting to comic review over as well. So go ahead and check those out. As well as also, if you feel that you want to support us, go and check out our Patreon. You can support us over there for as low as $2 a month and get access to the YouTube videos a few days early before they drop on YouTube, and also get access to our Indie Comic Book Club a month before it drops on YouTube. Our current one is our first one back. The Saga one is up there now for Patreon, and it will be on YouTube in July, so you can get it a whole month early. Also as well, shout out to our
Right.
sponsors, Misty Mountain Gaming. Then start, please go and check out gaming. Code CROSS10 is only available to use at the end of the month. So if you want to get 10% off on any purchase in the store, please go and use it now. And any stuff will be specific stuff from them that they send us. So it's your
It will
last
be-
chance, 10% off
Get the Monster
everything.
Mayhem dice.
It will be called cross.
I
It'll
love
be
all the
something.
dice.
Code?
I know.
What?
They're literally killing one of our
What?
like gimmicks for our streams of the whole
I know.
Cross 10 thing. They're
What?
literally dying with us. It's very sad. But thank you so much for joining us tonight. I know it is very late. Thank you for hanging out. See you all on. Remember, it's a good week to be a geek. Take care, and we'll see you all later.
Yeah.
Peace.